Okay, YouTube, here's a little Lister Model D that followed me home from eBay earlier in the year, February, March time I think. I just got it finished. It was in a bit of a state. Well, no, actually it wasn't in a bit of a state. It was all there and it turned over and ran. But as you'll see from the pictures, I'll put you some pictures up of when I got it. There wasn't much paint left on it, and there was quite a few bits and pieces that needed doing. There was bolts broken off in holes that needed drilling out and extracting, and the linkage for the carburettor, what do they call it, governor thing, that was all rusted away nearly, so I had to remake that. Fortunately I've got a little lathe so I can do little jobs like that. The wheels on the trolley came with it, which was quite a bonus actually, because they're really nice cast iron wheels, but the trolley was had it, the wood was falling apart, so I made a new trolley. Actually this is some offcuts of beech worktop that a near neighbour of mine gave me. He says, do you want this rather than throw it away? I said, oh yeah, they were just offcuts from when she'd put her new kitchen in. So I laminated two thicknesses of that up and cut it up and made a trolley. The handles and everything, I've turned them up on the wood lathe and welded them on, they weren't there. But it's made quite a nice job. The magneto worked when I got it, fortunately, because that's a big job saved. If there's a problem with that, I understand. This is the first one I've done this. And the tank was pretty good. There was some pretty big dents in it, but I used some body filler and that to get rid of them. So yeah, it's pretty good in the now it's finished. I'll just take your handheld on the camera and give you a walk around to the other side. Just a minute. Yeah. The inside was pretty good actually. The bore measured what, 1.5 thou over what it should be, which wasn't bad. The piston was good. All the bearings were good. Well, I say that the main bearings were a bit iffy, but for the amount of work this is going to do, I put them back in. I think they'll be alright. If they start rumbling, it's not a huge job to change them out. So we'll set the camera up and see if it'll start again. It started a couple of times. This isn't the first start. I wouldn't suggest it is. I've had it going a couple of times, but we'll see if it'll start again. Just a minute. Right, as I say, this is the first stationary engine of any sort that I've ever had. So I'm really working from the manual here because I haven't had much experience. But I understand. You turn the fuel on. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? Tickle the carburettors. Tickle the float bowl. But I'm used to that because I work with old bikes and things. Richen the mixture up a bit. And then it should start. Now, I'm not forgetting to keep my thumb outside the starting handle. Yes, I'm old enough to have started cars by hand, so I know all about that. Get it over compression. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. That's running alright. I find it, as it warms up, you've got to fiddle with the mixture a bit on the carburettor, but I suppose that's quite normal. Nothing automatic on one of these. and it will settle down to a nice tick over. Of course, the next thing to do is to find it a job to do. A lot of people just run an alternator on it and light some lights up with it, but I don't know, I think I'd rather have it doing a more serious job. I thought of perhaps building a saw table for it, but I don't know, it's a lot of work. See, it's started to hunt a bit now.